Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting you. Welcome back to Crafters TV. How's it going? I am, if you hadn't guessed, in a bit of a playful mood today. It is a craft along, which is fantastic. We're all going to make some beautiful crafty projects over the next sort of couple of hours. I'm going to have a craft along with you as well. There is stuff everywhere over here, I won't lie to you. But I'm not here on my own. Can you imagine if I was leading the craft along? Who knows what would happen? No, Michelle McCarthy, she's back with us, she's in the building, and we're going to be creating something beautiful, aren't we, Michelle?
We're going to have a go. We're going to, yes, we're going to create something amazing. So we're going to create this. So this is my little builder tag centre,
nice.
so to speak. So this is my little box for my tags, this is my box for my ribbons, I've got a little box here for my gems and my twine. And then I've got a little box at the back for my pen and my scissors. So I thought everything fabulous. All in one place for our bows and tags for our presents for Christmas.
So we're going to make some gorgeous storage. I'm very, very excited. I'm glad that you're going to do the shopping list, Michelle, because I kind of cobbled together what I thought I needed and didn't look at the list. So this is my chance to see if I've got everything I need.
Fabulous. So let's go through what we need. So you're going to need the Gemini Stamp and Die Magic of Christmas and the Winter Forest Scene, so those are your tags. So you're going to need the Create a Bow die as well, and then the two vellum pads in the Winter White and Ice Blue, so the small ones that come with it. These are the 3.5 by 2.5. And then you're going to need your A4 luxury card packs, so your gold, silver, green and red. You're also going to need your 12 by 12 textured cardstock in the brights. If you don't have that, you know, the sunflower ones and the warm tone ones will do perfectly fine. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas gold twine, which I've got, and so any twine or any sort of, not rope, what's it called? What's that other one?
Butcher.
Yeah, like a butcher's twine, any kind of that.
Twine or string?
Yes, string.
Gosh, this is going to be a long show, Michelle.
So black card, white card and craft card. So some metallic ink pads, I've picked gold and silver, and a black opaque ink pad in black. Oh, I've just said that. A black ink pad in black.
Oh, fabulous.
So then you're also going to need a Gemini machine. These will go through your small ones, so any of your machines will do. Scoreboard, guillotine, scissors, tacky glue, a tape pen, your glue gun, and some clear embossing powder.
Fabulous. That's all the bits and bobs you need. You've still got time to gather those bits if you don't yet have them. You've still got time as well, even if you don't own the elements that you need for this craft along, you've got time to grab them, come back and watch this whenever you like as well, because they are still available. We repeated the launch offer for you. They're a beautiful, cute little set of dies that are going to really help you make some fantastic tags. So in here, two different sets for you. You've got the Magic of Christmas, which is this one just here. And then you've also got in here as well Winter Forest, as you can see there. They are your two different sets, and you do get the two vellum pads included within there as well, which is excellent. So you've got some little vellums to get you going, which is beautiful. 1438 or 1908 if you want to get your hands on those. Lots of you saying hello. Georgianne is in from Clearwater, Florida. Kimberly is saying hi from a chilly Eastbourne. Mary Pat's in Montana. Leela's in New York as well. Now it's the 4th day of Craftmas, and that means that we've got special promotions running every single day, all throughout our 12 days of Craftmas. Day 4 is this deal here on the bottom of your screen, 5 off when you spend 30. It's 5 Craftmas, the code you need to use. I know we said in the earlier show you can only use the code once. We changed our minds. You can use it as many times as you want. So fill your boots is what I would say. Now, it's not just myself and Michelle on the show today. We also have a very special guest joining us, which is lovely. We've got the lovely Lily joining us, and she's on the line now. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, so lovely to finally get to say hello to you and hear that lovely accent of yours. Where are you joining us from, for anyone that's not met you before?
I'm in Edinburgh, in Scotland.
Oh,
and the snow has just stopped coming down.
Oh, fabulous. Have you been to the Christmas markets yet? I've heard that the Edinburgh ones are spectacular.
They are. I walked past it the other day, but I haven't been in yet.
Oh, there's still time. Still time to get yourself a hot wine, Lily. Right, what I'll do now, have you got all your bits and bobs gathered, ready to go?
I do, I'm ready, but as I explained to Michelle yesterday, I don't have the Christmas tags, so I'm going to be doing it with the Enchanted Dreams side of things.
I love that idea.
Different.
That sounds fabulous. I can't wait to see what you come up with. What we'll do then, Lynn, is we'll drop in on you periodically through the show, and hopefully we'll all create something fabulous together. How very exciting.
Fabulous.
Right. As always with the craft along, if you want to get in touch with me as we go, my two penguins, Gin and Tonic, they're on hand. They'll take your questions for you. If you want to message Gin or Tonic, send them a message to Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Then that's where I'll pick those questions up. We'll take regular breaks as we go through. Michelle will also recap the steps at the end of each break as well, at the end of each section, I should say. So if you are sort of falling behind, don't worry, we'll take regular breaks. But if you do need anything recapping, then you can get in touch with me as well. I'm going to be crafting along with you as well, which I'm very excited about. Right, I'm ready to go. This is my fourth craft along in a couple of weeks, Michelle. I'm on a roll.
You are on a roll. Definitely. That's what we like. That's what we like. So we'll get started. So I've got all my little bits and bobs in front of me. So I've got my black, white craft card, my glitter card, but I don't need those yet. So I'm just going to
My colour choices are a bit out there, I'm going to say. Okay. There's a lot of pink and then Christmas colours.
Yeah.
Pinks, yellows, purples, blacks, reds, all sorts.
Oh, I love them. Absolutely fabulous, Joe.
Here we are.
So we're going to pick, so I did say the brights, or you could use your warm tones or your sunflower tones. My brights has run out of the colour that I wanted for my main box, so I'm going to pick a colour from this instead. And just like Joe, it doesn't matter what colour palette you are going for, pick whichever cries out to you. So I'm going to go with this nice bright red for my box base. So let's move on to the side. So for our big box, we're going to cut this down. So I'm just going to bring in my guillotine. And we're going to cut it down.
So is this the big box like that holds it all? Is that what we're doing first?
Yes, so we're going to do the main box first.
Oh, what colour do I want? All right, I'm going to go with pink. Oh.
So we're going to cut it down to 10 inches and 1/8 of an inch, so 10 and 1/8. So just being really careful as to where I'm placing it, because as we know I can't count, I always get my numbers mixed up. So 10 and 1/8 by 10 and 1/8. So let's just move this to the side for now, and then we're going to bring in our scoreboard. So it doesn't matter which side you're using, because we're not making a box lid and box base, we're just making the one box. So we're going to score it at 1 inch and 2 inches on all 4 sides.
Awesome.
So 1 inch.
1 and 2, yeah?
Yeah, 1 and 2 on all 4 sides.
Ooh.
Because we're using a thinner cardstock, I'm going to double up the edges of my box, the sides of my box, just to give it more stability. So 1 inch and 2 inch all the way round. It's so quiet in here with Joe concentrating.
Oh, just this pink sparkly card just spoke to me when I was rummaging. That's what it was, you know.
Yeah, it does, and that's why I think we pick what we do. We flick through a pad or something, and it just speaks to us. So that's what we've got now. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to give them just a little fold and burnish.
All of the lines?
All of your lines, all the way round. So give them just a gentle folding. Because sometimes you can find that this doesn't score as easily. You would think with it being thinner, you would get a deeper score line when you scored on your board, but you don't. Which is really strange. So just let's go over them anyway. and make sure that they're all exactly where we want. So this is what you should have. I was just going to say, how are you doing? Yeah, it's like it.
Yeah, I'm following you.
Fabulous. Right.
Got a little bit of cracking. I think it's a tiny bit heavy-handed when I'm scoring, to be honest.
Oh, that's quite all right. Don't matter. The thing is, if you get cracking like that, what you can always do is you can distress your edges. If you find that the white
My edges are always distressed, Michelle.
Yeah. I'm a mum of 3. I've got distressed edges all over. But yes, so just go back over them and make it part of the style if you find that your edges have cracked. You can always find a way around something that's gone a little bit wrong. So, right, so what we're going to do now is, as I always do, we're going to cut this corner away. So you're going to have 4 squares in this corner, and we're going to cut this outside L shape away. So let's go into there, and then just cut that across there, and then again here.
Are we removing the score line?
So yeah, so you're going to cut that L completely out.
Awesome.
So you will end up with, it looks like a set of stairs. But then what you're also going to do, so you're going to make this to your tab. So you're going to cut all the way down there, and you're just going to make a little tab. So when I make a tab on my boxes, I always make it into a little wedge shape. So that is what you're going to have.
Oh, this is quite simple then. So you're just removing all 4 and then just putting a little, the normal, making the tab as normal. All 3,
so
sorry.
All 3, and then you've just got a tab there as normal. So then we're going to do the same on the opposite side here.
Oh, it's right. I'm following. That's fine.
Yeah.
I thought I'd gone a bit Speedy Gonzales and cut the wrong bit out there for a second, but we're all right. We're still in business.
Oh, good, good. So again, we'll cut those 3 pieces away, following your score lines, and just make that last one into a tab. What have you done wrong? Have you cut your tab off?
No, look, I've got my tabs.
That's quite all right.
Is that all right?
You can still do it that way. It's just a little
bit trickier.
Tiny little bit trickier.
Okay, so shall I keep doing them in the same direction?
Keep going in the same direction. It's absolutely fine. You're committed.
Wrong direction, not one direction. That's what I've done it in.
So again, we're just going to do exactly the same on all 4 corners. So we're going to cut that L shape away and then make that into our little tab. And then again on this side. Making your little wedge of your tab.
Something quite satisfying about box making, isn't there?
There really is.
I think because it's quite methodical.
Yeah. This is my absolute love. Making anything off the page 3D, so box, bags. I've made lots of my own craft storage at home. So this is my passion, which you've probably noticed by nearly all of my craft alongs being some sort of 3-dimensional, yeah, but I love it so much, and I want to take that, we look at things like that and we think, oh, I can't do that, but you absolutely can, so I want to take that element of, oh, I can't do that away. So what we're going to do is, obviously these are our tabs, so we're going to glue them. So we're going to glue these 2 first, because when we lift it up, they're going to glue to the bottom piece as normal. So they will glue as normal, and then your top piece will fold over them. And that's what gives you that lovely reinforced edge.
So with mine, I'm just going to have to do it like that bit and that bit first.
Yes.
Then fold, then do that bit and fold,
Yeah.
that bit, and do it like that, yeah?
Yeah, so you just do it one at a time.
Okay, excellent.
So we're going to turn it over, and I'm going to glue my 2 tabs, and this is where I'm going to use a bit of wet glue. You can use your tape pen, you can use your collal, you can use anything you want. I could have done with my my little pin top one, but it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is, just with my finger, going to take a bit of that away because I've got too much on. Spread it out a little bit. So just like you would make any box lid, we're just going to put those 2 tabs in for now and just hold them. Don't worry about folding your top bits over yet. We're just going to literally exactly the same as any box that you do. So I'm going to have to hold mine just for a second because I've used wet glue.
I always get told off in these craft alongs for like, basically I just don't follow direction very well, and I go too far ahead of myself.
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm doing and then I'm off. I'm the worst. I think I'm going to use wet glue for the inside because now I've stuck those bits, it's going to be quite hard for me to do that otherwise. Yeah, yes. So I'm going to wait for that bit to.
So, if you can see where I've got my 2 tabs at each side glued down, this is why it's a little bit easier this way, because then I can fold that straight over and I've got 2 tabs covered. But with yours, Joe.
So you've hidden your. Yeah.
Yeah, mine 2 are on the same sides.
Right. Whereas I'm just going to have
on each side.
Yeah, so I've got more tabs, have I, essentially?
Sort of. It's just you'd have to do it 1 at a time, where I can do it 2 at a time, if that even makes sense.
It does indeed.
So, bubble. So again, I'm just going to put a bit of wet glue on these 2 tabs here. And then that one. And then I'm going to hold them. So just gluing exactly like a normal box. Just holding my 2 tabs while that the glue goes off a little bit and gives me that lovely grab.
Does it dry clear the tacky if you get it like over stuff?
It does dry clear, but you can see it.
Right.
And it's not like our collal where you can, if it's seeped out a little bit, where you can rub it away. This isn't forgiving like the collal glue is. But for boxes and things like this, I prefer this because I find it's so uber strong. So there we go. So this is what we should be with at the minute. So we've got our 4 tabs all glued in, and we've still got that. So we've still got our double sides. So all 4 of those now, we're going to glue on the inside, just on the top piece, and then we're going to fold them all over. So this is probably the reason that I have actually used the wet glue, because it's easier to. So when I'm doing it, I'm just going to hold that down, hold it up, and I can literally still glue there on the counter and not have too much trouble doing it. So wet glue, and then just lift that one out of the way and then fold that over. And as folding that over, it holds your tabs in there, and it gives you that lovely double-edged finish. Just adds a bit of extra strength to your wall. So bring in your scarring tool and just give it a burnish down across there, and then you've got that lovely finish. I just love how it finishes it off when you've got that double edge on there. So again, I'm just going to hold that piece down, I'm going to lift it up so I can glue on that tab there, and I'm still against the counter, so I've still got that bit of control. I'm not trying to do it in midair. I mean, you could put the glue on all 4 sides straight away if you wanted, because it has got a good 10 or 15 seconds grab time, so you can put it on there and it's got a good 10-15 seconds before it goes off and you can't use it. So again, just bring your scarring tool in and just go over your edges, give them a good burnish. And then again, so we're going to move on to this second to last one. And I'm going to do exactly the same again. I'm just holding that down so I can lift it up so I can glue on that on the counter. But yeah, you could glue these before all at once, so you can, you know, just do it, because like I said, the glue's got a lovely open time. So again, bringing my scarring tool in, just giving it a good burnish. I mean, one, it helps that glue to spread out a little bit when you use your scoring tool like that, and two, it just gives it a lovely nice finish. So again, I'm just going to hold my box at the side, hold it up so I can put my glue on the tab while it's placed against the counter. And then fold your last one over. So if you find, this last one that I've put down, if you find that your edges won't sit straight in, they're a bit
snug.
a bit snug, just do that little, just take a tiny little wedge off each edge. A wedge off the edge, yeah. There you go. And then once you put it back in, you're going to find that it sits perfectly. So just that little wedge, and then again, bringing your scoring tool in, giving it a good burnish with it. And then, as always, I always get my thumb and I run it across that bottom. So I hold it and I run it across there, and it just extra burnishes your score line there, and it brings your edges in and makes them nice and lovely and straight. So there you go. So that is our main box.
Fabulous.
And then we're just going to cut a little bit of glitter card to go in this and on the edges, and then that's our main bit done.
Excellent.
So just put that to the side for a minute, and so whichever choice of card you are wanting, I'm going to cut a piece for in the middle, so we're going to cut 6 by 6. So I think I'm going to put gold. I'm going to put a piece of gold in the bottom. So cutting it at 6 by 6. And before we glue it in, place it in, make sure that it fits fine, which mine does. If you want a border round, just cut it a little
snug,
bit.
I think.
Yeah, just cut a little sliver off each side if it feels a bit too snug. But mine's fitting lovely. And what we're also going to do is we're going to cut a piece, so you can cut a piece of glitter card for all 4 sides. I'm just going to cut a piece for the front, I think, for now. So again, so my 6-inch wide piece of card, because this is 6.1 inches wide with the measurements we used, and it's an inch high, so we're just going to go that little bit shorter than an inch, so 3/4 of an inch if you want, or you could just go a slither shorter. I had to say that slow. So when you've cut it, just lift it up, just put it against your box before you commit with your glue. If you're happy with the size and the border that you've got on there, then go for it. If not, cut another piece. So let's get these 2 pieces glued in, tip that out. And I'm going to use my tape pen to glue these in. Now the reason I'm putting glue in the base is for, the glitter card, sorry, is 2 reasons. One, it's pretty, and who doesn't love a bit of glitter?
Who doesn't love a bit of glitter?
But it's got that grab, so when you've got your boxes in there, they're not, if you make it a little bit bigger than, you know, we are at the minute, which you can, the glitter gives it that.
Got a bit of a glooper. It's just exploded. I undid it. It was a brand new one. Look. Oh no, Teresa. Oh, I'm gonna have to spread that out. Oh no, it's everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. But bear in mind, it's not as bad as the time I dribbled over my projects. Yeah. I am a dribbler. What can I say? Oh, it's gone everywhere. Got any wipes over there? Oh. Thank you.
Do you want them?
Oh, thanks. Oh.
Yeah,
now the baby wipe stuck to my hand. Oh, gosh. I knew today was going to be one of those days, you know. It's all over the counter.
Oh, no.
the baby wipe is sticking together now. Oh, dear.
That was one heck of an explosion, Joe.
Really was.
It was very impressive.
It's never happened to me before. Right, I'm back in the game now, Tracy? Who's Tracy? Tracy's outside. You're Michelle.
I've been called worse. It's fine. I pretty much answer to anything. So that is my box for now. So shall we have a quick break there? Let Joe clean up.
Sorry, I'm just trying to. Going to pop this on the front now that so it's done.
I'm loving your colour choice.
You know, very understated, isn't it, like me?
Yes, oh absolutely.
Right, we're there, we're on, we're good to go, Georgina, don't worry. Georgina's getting very concerned. I can hear the panic in her voice. There we are, it's on. Perfect, right, let's pop that to one side. I'm going to be picking that glue off for weeks, aren't I? Right. I'm going to go through the paper pads for you. So, textured cardstock, Brights, in the 8x8 is the first one I've got for you, which is this one just here. If you want to go for that one, $14.99 or $19.95. I'm going to not stick in these to the glass mat, aren't I? You could got the pastels if you want to go for that one, and then you can indeed. You've got details there for that. 12x12s, I've got Paisley. I did have Paisley. I mean, I've got about 4 sheets in here. Someone's definitely been dipping into this. I've got the Paisley Pearl, which is this one just here. You will get all of those colours on the front of there. I've also got Rainbow Pearl, which is this one. This is the one that I'm using, incidentally. The pink in here is from this collection. You have got Blush and Blush. Oh, what is it? Blush et perle bleu, which in French. Blush et perle bleu. There we are. Next up, we have got the Everyday Brights. No, I think this might be the one I use mine from, you know. Everyday Brights. I just went and had a good old rummage, basically, in your desk, to be honest, Michelle.
Did you?
Got whatever I wanted. And then I've got textured cardstock in the Brights, which is that one there. The Gnome collection, 12x12. Again, really beautiful colour palette in that one just there. You can go for that.
I love that one.
Or you can go for the Farmhouse, which is this one just here. Again, really gorgeous textured cardstock, that one. Should we go and check in on Linny? I think we should, don't we? I hope you haven't had any sort of glue incidents, Linny, like I have here. Honestly, everything's stuck to everything here. How are you getting on? Oh no, Linny's frozen. The blooming internet. Right, we'll go back to Linny. We'll catch up with Linny on the next round then. No, okay. It's going so smoothly, this show. We'll get a BAFTA for this show, you know. Evelyn says, I try to craft along. I don't have the bows. I have other bows I can use. Mary says, I love the pink with the purple glitter stuck together, Joe. Love that. Red always grabs my attention, says Mary Pat. Mary's just ordered some cardstocks. Margaret saying good afternoon, Michelle, Joe, Sharon, all the CC crew. Monica is loving the look of this craft along. Anne says, I've never heard of this before. Wonder if I could put contact paper over the cardstock, or would it be too thick to score? I don't know what contact paper is.
No.
Oh, you're going to have to elaborate for us, Anne. Mary says, thinking of decorating a small tree in my room with all of my Christmas dies as ornaments. Plus, if I want to use one, they would be right there on the tree.
I love it.
Just hang all your dies.
Just hang them there.
Amazing. I feel like I'm sort of a year, primary school student that's been let go with the PVA glue. I'll be picking it off for days. Laurie says I use clips or clothespins to hold the tabs while they're glued. Great shout.
Yep.
Wet wipes to the rescue, says Laurie. And Mary says, my 27-year-old daughter accidentally superglued my good kitchen shears together, opening a tube of superglue. Was not impressed. Use the scissors to open the glue and then stick the scissors together. That is so something I would do. It really, really is. Right, I think we're just about good to go. It appears everyone is following along at this point. Michelle, are you ready for the next step?
Fab, we are. We're ready for the next step. So that's our main box. So we're just going to put that to the side for now, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a smaller box, and this is going to be the one for our tags. So this isn't double-sided. This is just going to be a normal size box. So I'm going to bring my, not my scoreboard in, my guillotine, and I'm going to pick another piece of card. So this time I'm going to pick a green. So I'm going to go for that lovely...
I'm going to be dramatic and go for black this time.
Oh, I love pink and black.
It's a good colour combo, isn't it?
It really is. Right, so for this box, we're going to cut a piece of card 5 by 5.5 inches. So 5 by 5.5. And then move that to the side. And then we're going to bring our scoreboard in on the inch side again. And we're going to score each side at 1.5. So 1.5. And again, with this card, I always give it sort of a double score because I just find it.
Yeah, mine's almost a paperweight kind of for this
Yeah.
one. It's about 180, the one I'm using for this one.
Yeah, so I'm just bringing my other box in. I'm double checking that I'm giving you the correct measurements, which I did, so all is good.
What size was the first piece of card we cut? Was it 6 by 6 or 5 by 5?
We should be cutting 5 by 5.5.
Ah, I've gone wrong. Right. 5.5.
Okay.
By
So let's go
5.
back over that again for you. So I'm going to bring my guillotine in. I don't think that piece is big enough. Oh, it is. So we're going to cut it at 5.5. No, that one's a bit too small. So 5.5 by 5 inches for this one.
Perfect.
So 5.5. So if I recut it again, then you're going to get the visual. And if you're anything like me, I need the visual for it to stick in my head. So 5 by 5.5 and 1.5 at each side. So 1.5, 1.5, and then on the fourth, 1.5 again. So again, we're going to give them a nice fold before we cut our tabs, our corners. So when this is done, what we're going to have is we're going to have a box that is 2.5 inches wide by 2.5. I don't know why I needed to measure that. So again, however you find easiest to cut your tabs, do it, but I'm just cutting a little wedge out each side, going all round. I'm just cutting my wedge. Yeah, so it's the piece of card is 5 by 5.5 and scored at 1.5. I'm looking for my glue. It's here. So for this one, I'm going to use my tape pen. In fact, I tell you what we will do before we do that. So I've got a bit of glue there, so we're going to leave that for now because we're going to pick a piece of glitter card to do our edges. And as Jen always tells me, always make sure that you mat and layer your box when it's flat rather than when it's up.
Okay.
So my edges are 1.5 by. I sometimes look at this glass mat and I can't add up. It's like my brain goes blank. So 1.5 by 2.5. So we're going to score a little bit smaller than that. So they're 1.5. So we're going to score at 1.25.
So we're going to cut them at 1.25, yeah?
Yeah. And I'm just taking the time to make sure I've got that lined up nice and straight. And then I'm going to cut them at 2.25.
So 1.25 by 2.25.
Yeah, and then just cut it. Yeah, so you can either cut 4 for all sides.
So are they all the same size, the 4 panels?
Yes.
I think one of them's slightly shorter, aren't they? Gosh, unless I've done it wrong. I think 2 of the panels are 2 inches and 2 of the panels are 2.5 inches, unless I've got it wrong.
Oh, I don't know. I'm all scared and confused that I've given everyone wrong. Right, so let me have a look. Let me double check my measurements. Box 2 by 2.5. So that would be... Right, let me measure my main box, my box that I originally... 2.5. So yeah, you are right, Joe. So my original, let me just write that down. So my original one is 2 by 2.5. And if we're going 1.5 inches high, 2, 5 by 2. Sorry, you just bear with me one
No worries,
second.
you don't...
You know when you're trying to add something up really quick and it just doesn't work for you?
Loads of you still chatting away. Any questions you've got, get them into me. You can do so really easily. Crafters, TV, Crafters, Companion. The green piece of card, so the base of this box was 5 inches by 5.5 inches, scored all the way around at 1.5 inches. That was the measurement for that. Evelyn was just asking for that measurement again.
So you are right. So I've given you the right measurements. I've measured my box wrong. So the box is 5 by 5.5.
Yep.
And I've cut my base the wrong size.
So I've got 2 panels at 1 3/4. At I've got 2 panels at 1 7/8, and then I've also got 2 panels at 2 1/4.
Yes, because one of your sides will be 2.5 long, so you will cut it at 2 1/4, and the other one will be 1.5, so you'll cut it at 1 1/4.
Fabulous.
So yes, I've given you the right measurements. I've cut my base wrong, so I'm just going to recut it. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5. I would only just say I can't read the numbers on this. I need my reading glasses on. So, yeah, so 5 by 5.5, and I give you the right ones. In fact, you know what? It wasn't. I just was checking that you was all paying attention.
Oh, of course you were. And I was paying attention, see?
You was paying attention.
You only do it to catch me out, weren't you?
I was just making sure you was on the ball. So, absolutely right. So now you can see that I'm longer that way than that way. So I'm just going to quickly fold this up while you all should be putting your pieces of glitter card or pattern paper, whichever you're using, on the edges. But again, I'm just going to cut my little wedges out.
Yeah, I think I need to adopt a bit of a less is more with the glues at the moment. I'm very, very sticky over here.
No, definitely not. So my piece is this is going to be the front piece. So my shorter piece is going to be the front. So I'm just going to cut mine down a little bit. So it will be... So my front is 2 inches wide, so I'm going to cut this at 1 3/4 long. So that piece is going to be 1 3/4 long by 1 I'm doing it again, aren't I? Yep. So 1 3/4 by 1 1/4. 1 3/4 by 1 1/4 for the front. So let's get this glued on first. So I'm giving you all these measurements and I'm not even following my own measurements.
Oh, rules are there to be broken, Michelle.
There we go. So yes, so because I'm not double edging this and it's not going to be my main box, I'm going to use my tape pen. And if you feel, I mean I don't feel it, but if you feel that you need extra grab with your tape pen, glue both pieces that you're going to stick together, because that glue on glue just gives you that extra strength of grab. But I find once that you've stuck these together and give them a good burnish, our glue pens, our tape pens are more than enough. So, just so I've cut that a little wonky, so I'm going to trim it off. There we go. And my panel is also a little wonky, so we're going to readjust that. There we go.
Cool.
So from the inside, I'm just going to give that a bit of a burnish, allow it to stick.
And my box is a bit on the wonk, so I'm just going to have a bit of a trim with some scissors. Just try and neaten it up a bit.
That's all right. That's what I just did. Sometimes when you cut your tabs, you don't cut them exactly straight. Just tidy. I mean, I've got a little bit of a wonk there as well, so I'm just going to get my big scissors and a bit of a wonk. Just trim that off there and there. I've watched before, and sometimes because I'm right here, I can see those tiny little imperfections, which probably look absolutely fine to you there. But I think we know ourselves, don't we? So that's our first little box. So this is going to be our tag holder.
Awesome. Right, we'll take a quick break there then, Michelle.
Okie doke.
Let's share with you the Creator Bow. You guys are loving these at the moment. A really brilliant set of dies for you. As you can see here, they are upside down. And they create awesome paper bows, a whole host of different bows that you can create using this. I'm going to show you some of those now. So what you've got here, I love it. Smaller ones, larger ones, all hosts of different styles of bows that can be made. You also get the intricate detail elements as well that you can pop onto there as well, which is wonderful. So that's your Creator Bow, and then the other one is your metallic pen collection, which I'm going to share with you. You guys are loving this collection. This is your 2 sets of your metallic flip markers. So you're going to get this one here, which is your Cosmic Wonder. You'll also receive in there the Natural World. You'll get the outline markers, and you've got metallic markers in there as well. Brilliant for writing with all 4 of those sets. So a great one to go for this time of year. Let's go and check in with lovely Lynn in Edinburgh. See how she's getting on. But before the internet rudely disconnected you there, Lynn. How rude of it.
Terrible. It's the weather in Scotland. It's the snow.
That's what it is. That's definitely what it is. How's it all coming along so far?
Yeah, going quite well. I've gone purple.
Nice.
Fab.
Yeah.
Very much.
With a nice
very much on brand.
Sparkle.
Yeah, loving that. Loving that indeed. Loving the Christmas jumper as well, the star. I think that's the same thing. Sarah's got that one. I'm sure she had it on the other day. But you've got the same jumper.
Well, it's the only one that I've got that doesn't have some kind of drink on the front, like a gin bottle or something. So I thought I would join the Christmas jumper club, but non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, to be honest, Lynn. It'll be 5 o'clock by the time we end this show, so maybe it was time to slip that one on. Who knows? Right, we'll drop back in on you really, really shortly. Right, let's take a quick break, give you all opportunity to get yourself caught up. Whilst you do that, here's some of the fun stuff we get up to at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up. I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Lots and lots of you really enjoying the craft along, judging by the comments. No real burning questions for now, so I think we're right to press on, Michelle, if you are.
Absolutely, fabulous. So we've got our 2 little boxes there. So the next box we're going to make is one that fits here. So we're going to put those to the side again, and again you're going to pick another piece of coloured card, whichever one you fancy. So I think I'm going to go for red on the inside this time. I'll just move those to the side.
Can it be like black, white or craft as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Can I use
if you want
those?
to use your craft card for in there.
I'll use the craft card.
Is
an A4 piece of craft card going to be big enough for this one?
So this box is going to be 9 inches by 7 7/8. So yes, it's going to be big enough.
Perfect.
So yeah, so the reason I use these textured cardstock is because I liked the colours. These are the colours that I wanted to go with. So we need a piece, like I've just said, 9 by 7 7/8. So 9 by 7 7/8. So let's move this to the side and bring in our scoring board again. It was, so that's just again 9 inches by 7 inches and 7/8. So for this one, we're going to score it at 2 inches on each side. So we're going to have all the boxes slightly different sizes. So 2 inches on all sides. And then again, like with the other boxes, we're going to just fold our score lines, and then we will create our tabs.
I think I got a bit of a wonky box top that time because I normally take a bit out. I usually cut a bit in the tab and then take a sliver off the outside as well, Michelle.
Yeah.
Because mine's always wonky essentially. And I didn't do that last time. I think that's why I ended up getting a bit of a wonky top.
Oh no. You
No
don't
one wants a wonky top.
So cutting my tabs and my 4th one. And what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to bring this in, and I'm just going to just fold my sides up. I'm just going to place it there, and I can see that's more for me than you, that it fits in there beautifully. So I've got the right sizes again. But definitely do that. If you're making something like this yourself from scratch, just keep checking and checking that they fit, that you've got the right sizes. So again, I'm going to be seeing the shorter side at the front, so I'm just going to cut a piece out for this one. So I'm going to cut a piece, and we're going to cut a piece at 3 3/4 by 1 3/4.
Sorry, Michelle, I just missed that bit.
That's all right. So
the outside of this box now we're going to cut, yeah?
So the way it sits in your big box, the shortest side is at the front. So I'm just going to mat and layer that one up. You can cut for all of your sides if you want.
So we're just going to do the front, sure.
Yeah, so
and what was the measurement again?
So 3 3/4 of an inch wide. And it's a 2-inch deep box, so we're going to go 1 3/4. So making sure that's, so I'm going to bring it in, I'm going to pop it on and make sure that's just how I want it and that it fits, and it does for you. Phew. So we're just going to glue this one on. So I'm just going to use my tape pen. So it's not exactly difficult. The hardest thing was I was making sure that all the boxes fit inside my big box, and I wanted all the smaller boxes to be certain sizes, so it was a case of making sure that my measurements were absolutely bang on to get them all to fit and sit in nicely. Oh, I've run out of tape pen. Do I have another? So just putting my box together. And like I said, you can put a mat and layer all around these sides if you want. And again, I'm just going to do my little burnish with my thumb around the bottom. And then I'm checking that's on, and then I'm going to bring that in, and that sits in there beautifully. I'm quite happy with that.
Oh, there we go.
It's coming together lovely.
There we go.
Yeah, so even though my box is 6.1 inches wide, and these don't even come to the 6 inches together, because you're going to mat and layer your sides, it's going to fill it out and it's going to make it fit perfectly snug. So hence the 6.1 by 6.1 inches box rather than a 6 by 6.
Awesome. Oh, do you want to see mine?
Yeah, let's have a look. Love. Oh, I love your colours.
I mean, it's a bit of a mishmash, isn't it?
That's all right. My
Yeah.
tag I did this morning was a huge clash.
There you go. It's all clashing colours. Right, we're going to give you an opportunity to get yourself caught out. We've got a flash sale for you on the foil press, 10% off, which is awesome. It's UK only at the moment. What I'm going to do is, whilst you catch up, why don't we share with you all the incredible features of the foil press. It really is awesome. Platinum members can pick it up for £71.99 or $100.76. $100.76, sorry. And then remember, we've got loads of masterclasses on that if you want to go back and watch a foil press presentation. But here are all the features.
The Gemini foil press has arrived. Professional and luxurious hot foil letterpress can now be achieved in your own home with our innovative foil press system. This clever machine has been designed with so many fabulous and unique features, and it really does take paper and mixed media crafting to an exciting new level. Delivering professional looking foiling results using a hot press technique that ensures crisp, clean images. Perfect for stationery, invitations, party decorations, home decor, and so much more. The foil press is the only hot foiling system that uses a silicone plate, and we've created a plate that has edge-to-edge heat, so no matter where you place the dies, the heat will be the same. There are no cold spots or hot spots, just one consistent temperature, which again ensures perfectly foiled results every time you use it. Fast heat up reduces wait time, making projects faster to complete. The innovative foil stamp and cut dies allows you to do exactly that, creating professional quality hot stamping, and they work on everything from paper, fabric, cardstock to leather, vinyl, balsa wood and more. Don't waste any of your foil, as you can use the negative foil left over to create another project. With any machine that involves the use of heat, safety features are an absolute priority. The foil press has been fitted with a built-in cool-down feature that kicks in when the machine has been in use for a lengthy amount of time. There is also an automatic shut-off feature that will turn the machine off if the heated platform has been engaged for 25 minutes and not used. Everything needed comes in the box, including a handy manual which gives you all the time and temperature settings for the dies, so you can start foiling straight away. The Gemini Foil Press, made by crafters for crafters.
I must admit, it's an absolute bomb's gone off over here. It really does. Can you, where's that question gone? Can you use the bow be tied with material? You could use a tied bow on this if you wanted to. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing to stop you doing that. Mary loves the colour combinations. Lena as well, loving Linny's colour combinations. The boxes are adorable. Lots and lots of love for this craft along. No real burning questions though at this stage, Michelle. So I think we are good to carry on if you are ready.
Fab, absolutely. So we've got 2 more boxes to make, so we're going to make this one next. So you will need a 12 by 12 piece for this, because this is going to be 8 by 7/8 by 11 by 7/8. So again, just pick out whichever colour you're wanting to use. Get that out of the way. And then, so we are going 8 7/8.
8 7/8, so just under 9, yeah?
Yeah, so just under 9 by 11 7/8. So you're literally just sort of cutting a sliver off. And then we're going to bring our scoreboard in again. And this one again. Oh, in fact, now this one, right, we're going to score at 4 inches. Where's my scoring tool? Oh, it's there. So we're going to score it at 4 inches on each side.
4 inches, okay.
It is. So we're going to have the tiniest sliver of a box that way. So 4 inches. Turn it round and score it at 4 inches again.
It's a strange one, this one, isn't it?
It is, but this is going to be the tall one that's going to hold either our scissors or our pen, something like that.
Right.
So there we go. So we do have the oddest looking box at the minute. So when you cut this one, there's a particular place to cut it, because if you cut your tabs, these big 4 corners are your tabs. If you cut your tab there and try to fold it over that way, because that's only 1 inch wide, you're going to have 3 inches of overhang. So you need to make sure that you cut these in the right place. So they need to be cut there and there and there and there to make your tab.
I have to pay attention here, aren't I?
So let's just give these all a good fold before we cut. I mean, you might find it easier to cut before you fold, before you do your score lines. It's entirely up to you. It's whichever you find easiest. I just find it just reinforces those lines and you can see them a lot better. So, having your piece of card in front of you here, like this, so you're going to cut your tab that way.
Okie doke.
So these are the 4 places that you are going, oh, I went a little bit wonky there, to cut. So that's how...
So that's the bit we're removing or the bit we're keeping?
So that's the bit that we're going to cut out. So when you cut your tabs, and you've seen that I cut that little cheese wedge out, that's the bit we're going to cut. So if I cut this first one to show you straight away. So obviously now when I fold that over, it's going to go over this part. If I'd have cut it there, you know, trying to fold that over that way wouldn't work, because that's not even 1 inch wide. So which is why we've had to cut them this way. Normally with boxes it doesn't really matter, because you're not making them only 1 inch wide. But for this one, you do, and it does. It's so quiet when Joe crafts with you, isn't it?
Oh, but you love it.
I do love it. It's fabulous
All
to
right.
see
You meant to say, no, I love it when you chat away with me.
I love it both ways. I love to see what you've ended up with.
Fabulous. Right, well I think.
So there you go. So that's what you're going to end up with. So again, before we put this together, we're going to cut a piece of glitter card to mat that with. So it is 4 inches wide by 4, so it's 4 by 4. So we're going to go, that's slither short. Oh, do I do silver? I'm going to use silver. So we're going to cut a piece of card 3 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4. So, and again, you can use any of the glitter cards, as Joe has shown. You can use any card, any colour.
Or all of them.
It all fabulously matches.
Yeah, or use a bit of everything.
So there you go. So that's my front piece, and as you can see, before I'm gluing it down, I'm going to check that it's exactly the right size that I want it to be, and then we're going to tape it down. And if I haven't learned anything else, it's, you know when you were little and that your maths teacher or your craft it was CDT when I was little, craft design and technology. And it was always measure twice, cut once. And I used to think, trust me, now I make lots of 3D things. I measure 15 times, cut once. So just bringing it all together. That is what you're going to have. But as you can see, mine won't close properly because my tabs are too long. So what you're going to do is we're going to cut a sliver off those ends. I don't know why I didn't think to use my pencil before to point out things for you. So on each 4, cut a sliver off and then just fold it up to check. So I'm folding that up and I can see now that it fits perfectly in there. So we're going to do that on all the 4 tabs. Just cut a small slither off. And then when
sugar.
Are you all right there, Joe?
Yeah, just a little sugar came out there.
Okay. So we're going to turn this over and we're going to glue our tabs. So it's funny because you go quiet and I go quiet. It's almost like I don't want to disturb your creativity.
I think I've done it, you know.
By Jove, I think I've got it.
I think I've got it. It's a very sturdy box, that one, isn't it?
Yes, and that's the thing about this one, because it's going to be for your pen and your pencil or your little scissors. Having the 3 sides go up as it is really makes it a nice sturdy one that's not going to bend when you bob your scissors in there. So let's get this all put together. So just folding all my sides up, giving it a good press down. And just that last one, there we go. And again, mine's just poking over a little bit. So I'm just going to, because that's annoying me. I'm just going to cut that straight. So there we go. So give that a nice press down. And if we bring this in, that is our box that's going to sit just there. So it literally is. Oh,
where's that one going?
There we go.
Oh, just there.
There we go. So, shall we get on with our next box?
We're just going to take a very quick pause. There we go. I'm all right.
Are you on? Sorted? Ah, fab. I'm loving the colours that you're using.
Oh, that's very random, isn't it? All very random. Right, I want to recap then. If you don't have the tags, obviously you haven't seen the tags yet, but the tags are going to be the bit we're going to be focusing on later in the show. But I'll show you those again now. So here you've got your Magic of Christmas, which is this one just here, 1797 or 2385. You'll also get the Winter Forest in there. You also get the 2 vellum pads as well, mini vellum pads, which are the perfect size for creating those awesome tags with. If you want, if it's vellums you're after, we've got a fantastic bundle on some vellums for you as well. So this one is from your Secret Garden. Really beautiful selection, beautiful tones in here. All lots of lovely blues, greens and violets, which is fantastic. You will also get the Enchanted Dreams in here. You're then getting the Watercolor Christmas, and in there you get two different designs in here. So you get this one, you get the Snow Flurries, which are here. You get them in white and foiled, and then you get the Snow Flakes in white and foiled as well. So really lovely, the one there. But then you're also going to get the Caring Thoughts collection. The Caring Thoughts one's nice because you've got some plains in there, as well as some florals, which is excellent. And finally, your Farmhouse. Now the Farmhouse, you get lots of toppers in the back of here, as well as some amazing patterns and some flowers in there as well. Right, that is your vellums. So I also want to share with you something else too. I want to share with you the luxury cardstocks that we've got. Two different collections for you. So you can go for this bundle here, which is your red, green and gold. Details are there on the screen for you. The Christmas collection, 90 sheets there. So in each pack you get 10 sheets of glitter, 10 sheets of mirror, 10 sheets of matte mirror. And then what you've also got is your other one here, your other collection. In here you've got the ice blue, the silver and the purple. You get 30% off of those. Well, you're getting a third off. Essentially it's buy two, get one free there on those. Right, I believe we're ready for you are. Let me just check the comments. The craft looks looking great, says Lynn. Mary says awesome boxes, Michelle and Joe. Shadai says, love you, Prince Joe. Great sparkly colours as always. Thank you very much. Right, ready to move on, I think, Michelle, if you are.
Love it, fabulous. So we've just got this one last little box to make. So again, I'm going to put that to the side and you pick whatever colour that you want to go with. So I think I'm just going to go.
Can I make it a glitter card?
Yeah.
Right.
What's that? Yeah, so we're 6 inches by 7 3/8 for this one. So yeah, absolutely, if you want to go for glitter card. You've got your tacky glue there, haven't you?
Yep.
Oh, fab, because you'll need that if you're going to glue your tacky, your sides of the glitter. So 6 inches by 7 3/8. I'm going to go for 6 inches by 7 3/8. 7. So I'm just getting that exact. So, and this one is going to be scored at 2 inches on each side.
2 inches, you say?
2 inches on each side. Because this one's going to sit nicely behind that first one that we made. So again, I'm going to give those a nice fold. And then cut our tabs. So cut your tabs however you find easiest. I mean, I know some of our design team, they like cut a whole corner wedge away. But it's horses for courses, whichever works for you. I always find I tend to do it differently on what size box I'm making. So for example, that last one that we did, obviously the tabs had to be cut in a particular place so they would fold over. So sometimes, so I'm gonna bring this in, and before I glue it, I'm just gonna fold it all up and make sure that it sits in there lovely, which it does. So we've definitely got the right measurements, everything's coming together lovely. So again, that's going to be the front for me. So I'm going to cut a piece of glitter card just to fit that one.
I don't think I'm going to bother matting layering this one, just so it's made out of glitter already, isn't it?
Anyway, yeah. So a 2 by 2 inch front on that. So we're going to cut it just a 1/4 of an inch smaller, so it's 1 3/4 by 1 3/4.
Now, I mean, I don't know if I've committed this. I don't know if I've done the right thing here, but I've put glue on all flaps before I've started gluing. And it is wet glue indeed. I've used a tacky glue. I mean, it could be a huge mistake, we'll see.
Well, at least you're using the right glue for your glitter card, even though you're making a mess. Part of the fun, it's a bit of messy play for you. So we're going to glue our tabs again, just like we have on all the other boxes. And yeah, you could use glitter card for yours. Just remember to use the tacky glue, because the Kalal glue just doesn't work with cards that are coated. So if they've got the pearlescent coating or the glitter coating, any coating like that, you need your tacky glue. Oh, I ain't even taped that one, look. Let's...
Michelle, this is a disaster.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think we might just have 3 boxes at this rate.
Oh, no.
Don't come and look at it now, it's falling apart.
Is it just not grabbing?
Yeah.
It does take a little bit longer on the glitter card with because of the coating. But it will. You just have to hold it for a bit longer.
Yeah, but I've just decided to glue all 4 tabs at the same time.
Oh, so you're in a
So
bit
I
of
don't
a
have enough
mess.
hands to hold all 4 all 4 tabs in place, essentially.
That's where you could do with some little pegs. That's what I always use at home. If I glue all 4 together and then I just put some little pegs. You can get them from the pound shop, actually.
Oh, brilliant. I'll run out now and grab some.
It's still open. Anyway.
I think the quilting clips work that are on our website.
Yes, any kind of clips like that.
Oh, do you know what? I think we've rescued it. I mean, it is the messiest box. Do you know what I'm going to do?
Sure,
I'm just going to pop it into the box. I'm going to pop it in with the others and that'll hold it in place.
It will hold it in place, definitely.
I mean, it's a state. I'm not showing it to you, sorry.
I'm sure it's fabulous. Just put some glitter on the glue.
Just roll it in glue and throw glitter at it, I think, at this rate.
So there we go. We've got our 4 boxes for our little builder tag centre. So shall we have another quick break there? Or...
Yeah, let's have a quick break there. Lots of you chatting away. I bought the paper pack this morning, can't wait, says Mary. Barbara says, I'm really looking forward to creating this project. It is cute. Let me recap some of the other stuff that's on the show for you, some of the stuff that you are loving. We've got a brilliant selection of our opaque Harmony ink pads here for you. So this one is your opaque collection. So in here you've got Chinese Red, Lemon Tonic, Misty Morning, Green Tone Pads, Ocean Blue, Grasshopper, Fry Brown, Sandstorm. Do grab those. Next up is your metallic markers, 24-piece selection here for you. As you can see, 48.56 or 64.62 if you want to get your hands on those. There's a 4-piece ink pad collection for you as well. This is in here, you've got blue organza, amethyst, rose satin and pink lace there for you. If you want some craft cardstock and some matte black cardstock, we've also got that for you. Here they are, £29 or $41 if you want to get those. Now, foils, we've got a brilliant deal for you on some foils, 30% off and a really nice big collection, 12 there for you. In this particular collection, you are going to get berry, cerise, disco ball, gold, gold shimmer, holly, icicle, rose gold, silver, silver shimmer, turquoise and the aurora as well. Some glues for you, two of the chunky glues with the tools, the 3D glue gel, 2 of your all-purpose and 2 of your tacky glues there coming for you in that particular collection. And then also we've got some deals for you on die storage too. This one here is your 2 packs of your magnetic panels there with you, for you, sorry, I should say, with of course the binder, $19.98 or $21.94 is your price there. Right, Shall we drop in and see how Linny's getting on up in Edinburgh? I think we should. How's it going, Linny?
It's going quite well.
Oh, look. Hang on. Check out. I love the pattern papers. Don't you, Michelle?
I love it. It's so lovely.
I tried to get the unicorn's face on, but it went down too far.
Always the way, isn't it? Always the way. That's looking beautiful, Linny. We'll pop in and see you again shortly.
Fabulous.
Right, back to you then, Michelle.
Fabulous. So now we have our little builder tag centre. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get to the fun bit. We're going to pop that to the side and we're going to bring our tags in. So I'm going to use the magic of Christmas first. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some tags. And my vision behind this was, you know, I would like to, cut out lots of bits and then sit in front of the telly and put it all together.
Yeah.
So I thought we could cut out lots of bits, put them in the little separate pots on your little, I feel like saying Build-A-Bear, on your little Build-A-Bear centre, and then just sit in front of the telly and make your tags up and your little bows. So I'm going to bring in a piece of white card. So this is where I'm bringing in my white, black and craft, because we're just going to cut lots of bits out and have them in there and then we can put them together. But we are going to make one to start with. So we're going to cut out all our pieces. So my white card is for my main tag piece. So we're going to tape that down. I always tape things down if I'm putting, I always tape things down anyway, but especially if I'm putting more than one die on at a time, I don't want anything moving. So, because if your dies move and they go over each other, they're going to damage the cutting edge and you're not going to be able to use them again. You're going to have it damaged.
Can I come and borrow a couple of sheets, your mini sheets of vellum?
You absolutely can.
Thank you very much.
So our little reindeer is going to be in glitter, and then so my little bow I'm going to cut out in some of this red. So this is the fun bit, deciding what you're cutting all your little pieces out in, all your little colours.
So you cut the main tag and now you're cutting the bow, is that?
Yeah, so I'm putting them all on my plate together, which is why I'm taping them. So whatever colour you want your main piece in, I'm using a bit of white card for this one. My reindeer I'm cutting out in glitter, and then my little bow for this one, I'm going to cut out in my red. And then, so I've got these little stars here, and I've got this little die. So what am I going to cut that out in? I think I'm going to put that in a bit of green. So let's cut some green off and take that down.
I'm just sort of willy-nilly cutting stuff out. I guess that's right, is it?
Yes, yeah, cut all your bits out. That's the whole point of this. Cut just loads of bits out and throw them all in there.
I mean, I've got all sorts. I've got black trees, I've got purple reindeers. I mean, there's a bit of everything going on over here.
Fat purple reindeers.
Yeah.
Nice. Love it.
Why not?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of mess as well.
Artistic licence. So yeah, so you cut that's the best bit though, Joe, making a mess everywhere.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
So just cutting lots of your bits out, throw them all in your box, and then go sit in front of Corrie and build your bows.
Corrie?
Go sit in front of Crafters TV and build your bows.
I've got black trees. Yeah, I know.
So that's my little look at that. Look how adorable that is. Oh, making such a mess. So there's my little bow. Here is my little reindeer.
I'm determined I'm not going to lose all these dies, Michelle. I think small. I may have spoken to. They are.
There's my magic, and there's a couple of my stars. In fact, you could sit in front of the telly with your little mini and be cutting all these bits out, putting them in your boxes so you don't lose them, and then putting them all together. So you can actually do it all in front of the TV.
Someone likes the telly by the sounds of it.
It's because I don't get to watch much of it, so I'm like really envious. So again with this, we're going to get our vellum, so these little pads. Or if you don't have the pads, just cut a piece of vellum down, it's absolutely fine. So we're going to cut that again with that. And I'm going to, for my little die, Joe, you're just throwing everything everywhere.
Every time I ping one of the dies off, another die goes flying.
So I'm going to bring in a bit of my black because I want a nice shadow behind those. I'm just going to put a piece of black card down, pop that on there, and I've got my sentiment again that's going to go on there, and my deer. Will that fit on there? Let's have a look. I don't think it's going to fit together, is it? See if we can play a bit of Jenga and fit them all on. There you go, look. So, and what did I said Jenga.
Jenga, you just called it.
Tetris, I meant Tetris. Oh, it's a good job Georgina speaks Michelle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a bit of Tetris, fit it all in. Am I showing my age? Do kids still play Tetris?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Oh, they play, I don't know, Pokemon Go or something now, don't they?
Yeah. So, yeah, Pokemon.
Is that not a thing anymore? George laughed as though that was definitely not a thing anymore. Oh, I mean, it shows I'm not really, oh no. It shows I'm not really down with the kids, really, doesn't it?
I'm definitely not down with the kids. When I try to say something, Alice just says to me, Mum, no, just no.
Just no.
And I'm like, but, you know, it's cool, it's your language. She's like, yeah, you're too old to be saying things like that.
I love to say, the kids say, don't they, we move.
Yeah.
So I love to say, just keep moving. I love to say it to young people because it really winds them up. Oh, you know, it is, just keep moving.
It does, just
really winds them up. Just, you know, just keep moving.
Yeah, I'll say to my daughter, am I not hip anymore? Am I not down with the lingo? And she's like, you just saying that phrase right there proves that you're so not down with the lingo. So,
oh dear.
It's more fun actually to wind her up than it is to get it all right. So
I went out quite recently for a few drinks at a bar with a friend of mine, and I felt really old for the first time ever. We looked around and everyone in the bar was about 22 years old, and they were playing like Cardigan Backyardigan or Megan the Stallion and all these other things. And I was like, I wouldn't know who this person was singing this song if they come up to me in the street and hit me with a wet fish. Honestly,
No.
I'd have not a clue what was going on.
No.
We left not long afterwards. We went to a bar that plays lots of Cher and Celine Dion. I think we're much happier.
See, that's definitely more my kind of Cher and, yeah, definitely. So, for my vellum piece, I'm going to bring my little stamp in. I'm going to find my stamping mat. I'm just going to move all these bits to the side so I don't lose them.
I'm not going to stamp. I'm going to tidy up while she stamps because, I mean, I'm in a right mess over here, to be honest. I mean, there is stuff everywhere over here.
Oh, no. It gets like that, though. I love making a mess. So I'm just going to position that in the middle. And I'm going to pick it up with my mat. And I'm going to bring in my silver metallic pigment and my embossing powder, and I'm going to get a piece of paper or card just ready. I've got my heat gun ready, just making sure I've got everything ready. Right, so I'm going to ink it up with my silver because obviously these pick up the embossing powder beautifully because they've got such a long open time. And just give it a good press down. Make sure you've got all your ink on there. Oh, I'm just missed a corner. I'm just going to go in again with a little bit more and go back in. So nice and firm press. And then I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to put my powder on there. And just going to get my pokey tool. I'm going to try and get my pokey tool underneath so I don't put my finger in that powder, smudge my star. Tip that away. I don't know about you, Joe, but I'm in a right mess over here myself.
Oh, I've tidied up now. We're right. We're back in the game.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, my mind is tidy again now. I'm happy. I was getting a little bit stressed out for a moment there.
So just bringing my heat tool in, and we're just going to heat that up. I'm going to hold it with my pokey tool or your tweezers. It's so I don't burn my finger because it's on such a small piece. So I'm just going to hold it while I emboss.
Right, loads of you chatting away still online. A lot of you loving Linny's craft along. Beth just ordered tags, the bows, and the Hunky Dory Collections pads as well. Beth says, I love Tetris. You know the funny thing about my mum, when we had Game Boys as kids. My mum used to play on the Game Boy more than we did, honestly. And what she used to do is she'd sit there with a controller, and if she was trying to jump from one place to the next, she would go like that with it. And she would up. And then we got a PlayStation, and she was even worse. Like she'd be like, oh, go on, or like, oh, as it goes down the corner. Honestly. Definitely a mum thing, apparently.
It was a mum thing because I did it.
You did it?
Yeah, I still do it.
Ooh, yeah, and honestly, should have seen her with the Nintendo Wii. I thought she was going to put the windows through. So bad.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the main reasons my kids stopped playing like Mario and stuff with me.
Because you were a bit embarrassing?
Yeah. Even though no one was there, it was still a bit too embarrassing.
It's National Cookie Day today. Oh, what's everyone's favourite? Ben's. Ben's are my favourite. They're so delicious.
There we go.
I've eaten 2 already today. Michelle's husband Ben makes the most delicious cookies. He makes chocolate chip ones, but they've got little fudge pieces in them today as well. I mean,
they have.
Next level.
I did try one before I left. I thought I'd best taste test it because I don't want to be bringing up cookies that are no good. So I had to. It was like research.
Are you doubting your husband?
No, I wasn't doubting him. It was just an excuse to eat one, really.
Right, okay. They are good. So good.
So I'm just going to wipe that off before I forget and get ink everywhere. So yeah, he does bake. He's been baking some amazing things recently. He really has. So I'm going to use my 2 and my from. So I'm going to put my 2 at the top, and I'm going to put my from just there. No, a bit higher because I can't get no one's name underneath that, can I? So 2 and from. So again, just going to pick it up with my, and that's what I love about this stamping mat. You can place it exactly where you want on your piece of paper or card, and then just pick it up with your stamping mat. It's in exactly the same place that you want it to be. So I've just used, it's just the black alcohol proof. I'm not going to be colouring it in, but the black it was the one that was next to me, and it stamps beautifully, so there we go. So if you're not going to be doing anything else to it, I feel it doesn't really matter which black one you pick up. But obviously if you're going to be alcohol inking, colouring or waterproof colouring, you obviously use the right ink pad for the job. So we're going to bring our little bits in and we're going to build our bow.
Oh, here we go then.
So I'm going to put see, this is the fun bit. So we're just going to decorate it up. Where's my little stars? So my little tape pen just about works on that. My finger was just out of the way. Perfect. So decorate these up however you want, or just be cutting loads of these bits out, putting them in your box, and then when you sat watching Crafters TV later, put them all together. So
I'm pretending I'm a real crafter because I haven't got a dotty tape pen, by putting a bit of glue on the back of my hand and then dipping my sentiment in it. I feel like I really know what I'm doing now.
A
I
real
don't. I haven't got
crafter
a
now.
clue. Because I've seen other crafters do that. That makes me a real crafter now, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. So we're just going to give this a bit of a drop shadow. You don't have to double these up. Or with it being glitter, you could back it with a bit of white card. The drop shadow at the back doesn't have to be the black. I just find if you're putting it onto a lighter colour, it does make it pop. So that's going to go on there, exploding out of my starburst. Oh, starburst! That sounds so much better than explosion
That's a
stamp.
fruit, isn't it? I mean, not a fruit, a sweetie.
Yeah.
Isn't that what
So-
fruit pastels used to be? Now they're called Starburst.
Starburst. Yes. No, opal fruits.
fruit.
'Cause
Why
there was
they
made
stop?
to
I
make
don't
your
understand
mouth
why they
water.
changed the name of these things.
I know. I think they should leave them as the what? No, that was a Snicker.
Snickers
So a Snicker
was-
used to be called a marathon, didn't it? Oh, I tell you what I like, a Mars ice cream.
Oh yeah.
Although the Snicker ice creams are just as delicious.
I can eat 4 Mars ice creams in one sitting.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm really bad.
They do come in a box of 4, so it would be rude though to not eat all 4. So again, we've got back to food again, look.
You took us there. I'm sorry, Michelle. Oh, I love peeling the glue off my hand afterwards as well.
Yeah, I absolutely adore doing that.
I've mine. I mean, I don't know if mine
Yeah.
looks any good. I'm all right with it.
Oh, I love it. I think it's a great tag, Joe. Fabulous. It's as fabulous as you, Joe.
Ah, thank you.
So, and the thing is, you know, it's like I keep saying, it's
I didn't
your
stick
tag.
anything on the front though. I'm all right with just the white piece of vellum on the front.
That's it. You don't have to have anything on there.
Was it heat resistant vellum? Well, I think it must be, mustn't it, if you can heat emboss on it.
Yeah.
It's the one that it comes included, Bev, as well with the main collection. So, but if not, then use heat resistant vellum.
Yes.
Oh, Bev says she's not too well today. Concentration levels are on the floor. Well, wishing you well. Hope you get to feel better soon, Bev.
There's nothing no worse than feeling ill, especially when it's cold and miserable outside. You want to just be inside, all snug and stuff.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Absolutely. So, just trying to... I really should have picked all 3 up at once and done it, but
I should be doing this, shouldn't I?
I've done it the awkward way. So there we go.
Oh, this is that bit of twine that someone cut the other day in the wrong place, I think.
Oh no.
So look at me, I'm fitting right in. I'm blaming other people already.
So that is my tag so far. And then this is the beautiful little bow that comes with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my bone folder, my scoring tool, and I'm just going to give that some curve. And then I'm just going to press those over, and I'm going to use a bit of hot glue to get this to stick down. You can use your tacky glue. You'll just have to stand and hold it for a little bit longer. So I'm trying to do this without my reading glasses on. So that's why I'm holding it so far away from my face. So just bend those over and stick them in that hot glue. There we go. So again, I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue on this. Just on the back there, just a little bit. And I'm going to stick that right there. So I know, if I keep putting my head in the way, I do apologise.
You've had a beautiful new colour on though, so it was
Well,
nice
I was going to
show
say
it
my
off.
roots have been done though this time, so it don't look as bad. So there we go. And what I'm going to do is, I've got a little gem next to me. You could use that little piece that wraps round as your middle of your bow, but because I've got some gems with me, I'm going to use try again. I'm going to use a gem instead. So I'm just going to place. It's one of them gems, you know, when you take it off the backing sheet and the sticky doesn't come off with it.
Right.
And you're trying to stick it
Oh,
down.
has your gem lost its sticky?
Yeah. I found it though. There we go. So that's my tag. So there we go. So that's my tag with that beautiful little bow that comes with it. Shall we?
Should we take a quick break there? Yeah, I mean my tag's done.
Oh,
I'm all right.
Oh, I love your tag.
There you are, look.
And I love how you've just left your vellum as an overlay.
I just left it on the top, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just pop a
beautiful.
little bit of twine on there as well. My
Beautiful.
twine's a bit short, but we won't worry about that. We're amongst friends. I want to just quickly share with you, let me take you through some of the ideas and concepts that you can create with these beautiful tags. I mean, they are absolutely awesome. And there's so many brilliant things that you can do with them. Whether you're using them as a gift, using them as a gift tag, of course they work well. They work really, really well built into your card concepts as well. How about on things like your crackers? They're going to look beautiful, as you can see, again here with gift bags and boxes. Loads of different ways you're going to be able to use those, which is fantastic. Let me just quickly share with you again exactly what it is that you are getting. Let me just pop these away, sorry. Not having much luck with those, am I? Where are they going down there? Let's share with you these. So this is what you're getting. This is how you're going to use them to create. This is how you're going to put them together, which is fantastic. So you've got your Winter Forest, which is that one there. But then you've also got your Magic of Christmas. And then we've also got here the Vellum pad as well, which is brilliant. If you want individuals, then they are all available individually. If you want to get extras of the Vellum, absolutely, you can pop those into your basket as well. Right, going to give you a chance to get yourself caught up. Whilst you do that, let's share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Where does the time go on these craft-alongs? Honestly, we've got about 20 minutes left now on this craft-along. I want to just quickly talk you through the bows, the Creator Bow die sets, just because we're about to move into those in a second. So I want to give you an idea of the kind of stuff that you can do with them. 15 different elements on here, and these are the kind of things that you're going to be able to create awesome bows to make as bows. So if you struggle with regular bows, these are going to be a fantastic alternative. Great embellishments as well. Think about doing more interesting concept cards with them as well. You've also got this one here. I love this one. It's my absolute favourite. I think that is so adorable. And again, just using it as a finishing embellishment or using it as a standard bow, it's completely up to you. Right, do grab those, $24.99 or $29.95 if you want to get your hands on those. Let's go back to Lynn and see how it's coming along up there. I bet it's chilly up there today, Lynn, isn't it? Oh, she's back.
It is chilly up here today.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh,
You froze for us.
I'm here.
You're back, you're there. It's fine. Yeah, I can imagine it is very, very chilly up there. Right, how's it coming along then, Lynn?
Yeah, good. As I say, I don't have the tags that Michelle's using, but
Absolutely.
I do have...
Ooh.
So I've been making a few, and I did some stamping and embossing.
Nice.
As well. Believe in your dreams.
Beautiful.
And then I was just using the new Element
That's cute.
dies. I love these ones.
those.
Yeah.
So I've managed 3 tags.
Fabulous. I'm loving the nails as well, Lynn. You strike me as a very sparkly lady, which pleases me a lot.
I do love a bit of sparkle.
Who doesn't? We all need more sparkle in our lives. Right, I'll come back to you in a little while, Lynn, if that's all right.
Super.
Perfect. Right, I think is it fair to say we are in the final furlong of this craft along, Michelle?
Yes, we are. We're reaching the final hurdle, and for that we're going to use our creator bows. So again, as I was saying before, my idea of this was, just cut out lots of bits and pieces, put them in your box, and then when you sat watching Crafters TV or anything a little bit later, you've got all your bits and bobs there, and it's just that mindful crafting, just putting all your tags together, putting all your bows together. It's just something nice and fun just to sit and do. So I'm just going to take a few of my smaller ones off, and you don't necessarily need to know which bits go in with what. Just cut loads of bits out, bob them in your box, and then when you sat and you're making them up a bit later, then you can decide what bit is going to go with what bit. So let's cut out let's get my plate first, and let's just cut some bits out. So bring in whatever colour card you want. I'm going to go with some of my, I've got some out already. So these are also perfect again for your little bits of offcuts of card and paper that you've got left lying about. So let's bob that on there. We will bob that one on, and that one. And again, because I've got 2 on, I'm going to tape them down because I don't want them to move and go over each other when I'm putting them through the machine. So let's have that one on there. So I'm not sure, until I've cut them out, I'm not quite sure what's going with what. But again, doesn't matter because... Yeah, just go with the flow. Just go with it, as Georgina says. Go with the flow. But yeah, so you're just cutting out lots of bits for you to put together later on. And you've got them all sat in that fabulous little box. Your little I'm going to say Build-A-Bear again.
Build-A-Bear. Have you ever been to Build-A-Bear? I've never been to Build-A-Bear.
My daughter's been a couple of times.
And we were saying yesterday, I think, was it yesterday or the day before, me and Debbie were saying, would have been yesterday, I never had a teddy growing up. So maybe I need to get myself one now. But I was saying, I did date someone and they slept with their teddy still when they were in their sort of early 30s. And did we think that was a bit strange, or was that completely acceptable? What do you think, Michelle? For me, bit borderline strange, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But, I'm someone that didn't have a teddy, so maybe that's why it's strange.
Well, very well, yeah.
I had toys, but like action figures. And did I have action figures? Cars? I don't know. I didn't have a teddy bear though.
No. Do you know what I always wanted when I was little? I always wanted a My Little Pony.
Right.
And this one Christmas, I'd been asking for this My Little Pony, and I was like, there's no way Mum's not getting me a My Little Pony, because I couldn't have hinted any more if I tried.
Right.
Do you know what I got? A My Little Pony board game.
What?
Can you imagine the disappointment? I didn't even know they did a My Little Pony board game.
Did you play it or did you cry?
I did play. I cried and then played it.
Did you cry?
I did cry.
Did you end up getting the My Little Pony at a later date?
No, never got one. Never got one. To this day.
Ben, if you're watching, you know what Michelle needs for Christmas, My Little Pony.
Isn't it funny though, how the one time or the odd time that something bad happened or you didn't get what you want, you remember more than all the times you actually did get what you wanted?
I think we were quite, I'm not going to say, how am I going to word this? We weren't like, we did okay at Christmas. We didn't have, I'm not from a particularly, lavish or privileged background or anything like that, and we worked hard for what we had, but we always did all right. We always did well at Christmas.
Yeah.
I think it's because my parents worked for themselves and they had their own business, and their business was always particularly busy in the run up to Christmas.
Yeah.
So Christmas was when we feasted at Christmas, and then in the summer months was like, from like February onwards, that was, it was very different, yeah. But Christmas we were always in, we always seemed to get really good. We always got lucky at Christmas.
Yeah, that's good. We, I definitely came from, you see, it's awful when you say from a poor background. We didn't have a lot of money when we was younger. And obviously, my lack of getting a My Little Pony just proves that point.
Was a My Little Pony board game, though, any less expensive than a My Little Pony? I'm not sure it would have been.
I don't know, but,
Lynn, the lovely Lynn has joined us. Her birthday's on Christmas Day. That's a really bad day for a birthday.
It really is.
I wonder what other famous people might be born on that day. It's the best day. Hang on, should we just drop in on Lynn and find out? I think we need a bit of context. Lynn, what makes it the best day? Because I would presume it's like the worst day to have a birthday.
No, it's the absolute best. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's together. So much food, so much drink.
I guess so.
It's just such a happy day. And it's not just me who's happy, everybody is.
Everyone says, but do you not find though that people give you like one gift and be like, that's for your birthday and Christmas?
No.
Oh,
50
you've
years
obviously
of
got
training. They all know.
You've got great friends and family. If it was my friends and family, Lynn, I'd be getting one gift and they'd be saying that's for Christmas and New Year. How amazing.
No, they daren't.
Fabulous, fabulous. I love that, Lynn.
Oh, that is great. So just putting a few of these bows together that I've cut out. I've just run out of my glue stick. So I'm just going to use a little bit of wet glue there, and I'm just going to hold that just for a minute, just trim that little bit off. This is where I could do with one of those pegs. So yeah, oh, look at that. Oh, that is it's very elf, that bow, which I watched for the first time a couple of weeks ago. The film Elf, which is my husband's worst Christmas movie, and now officially my most favourite one. I just thought that was like the best film ever.
Which one, sorry?
Elf.
Elf. Santa's coming, Santa's coming! Oh, it's so good. I think what it does, Elf, the thing about Elf is, it's that like unadulterated childhood excitement. It encapsulates that in an adult, and I think...
It does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
It really is amazing. I'm going to be watching Single All the Way when I get home, which is Netflix's new alternative Christmas film for modern singletons. You know how every Christmas movie ever is the 2.4 children, isn't it? And the whole family and all of that kind of thing. Yeah. Well, Netflix have made this alternative Christmas film, which is a lovely, heartwarming Christmas film, but about loads of people that are single, which I think is great.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think it's really good.
No, you're right. Christmas movies are all about family.
And because even like back in the day, kids' films, with the hero or the saviour would always be the prince, wouldn't it? And it was all that. And now we have more. They're more kind of, let's say, realistic, aren't they, to the rest of the world?
Yeah.
This one's called Single All the Way, rather than Jingle All the Way. It looks incredible. Can't wait to watch that.
That sounds. I love Christmas movies. And I love those really cheap and cheesy ones that you get on...
like the Hallmark ones?
Yes, on the Hallmark channel. I love those.
There's a new one, isn't it? The Boy Who Invented Christmas is out in the cinemas this year here. Is that what it's called? It's something along those lines, isn't it? It's the idea is that Christmas isn't a thing and this boy creates it and introduces it to the world.
Oh.
And then we all start celebrating this new Christmas thing that's happening, yeah.
Oh.
They've done a hang on, how do we not know about this?
No.
A remake of Home Alone. On Disney Plus. Look, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Has anyone else at home got Disney Plus? In the gallery, does anyone have Disney Plus?
No.
Right, I can never find anything on Disney Plus. It says stuff is on there, I search for it in the search bar, it doesn't turn up. Come From Away, the musical, it's on there apparently, I can't find it. An incredible biopic series about Aretha Franklin, Cynthia Erivo's in it, it's in there, can I find it? Nope, I can't find it. Nope, it's not regional, it's available in my area, I just can't track it down.
But do you know what I find strange about Disney Plus? It's got stuff on there that you wouldn't think would be on a Disney Channel.
Yeah, they own, I think it's like all Disney media, isn't it? So they own loads of other stuff which produces lots of other stuff. All the Star Wars stuff is on there, isn't it? I love watching it just for the kids' films, to be honest. So I sit at home and watch them all. Do you know what? I've probably watched it about 8 times and 7 of those times was Moana. So I haven't seen Togo. I haven't seen any of the other sort of newer ones recently.
But if
Frozen.
you remember...
the other time I probably watched Frozen, so...
No, you see, I went to see the musical Rocky Horror Picture Show, didn't I, about a month ago? And I thought, I haven't watched the film for years. So I searched for it on, obviously, Sky, and it's on Disney Plus.
Is it though? Will you be able to find it on Disney Plus? Maybe not. Is it there? Is it really there? I'll tell you what, I'm going to get home tomorrow night and I'll try and find the Rocky Horror Picture Show on Disney Plus and I'll let you know how I get on. Honestly.
So
I got myself all excited about something I was going to watch the other day, sat down, couldn't find it.
I know. So I've got lots of bits cut out there and then I've made this bow. So what I'm going to do with this one is I've brought this this tag die in, and with this I'm going to cut out a couple of pieces of my, I'm going to use the red. So I'm going to cut this tag out in 2 because I'm going to show you something. So let's bob that on there and let me get a bit of tape off that. Tape that down.
So Rocky Horror Picture Show is on there. He found it easy. How about Come From Away? Can you find that on there for me, George? Because I can't find it on mine. Come From Away.
And is that the
It's a musical that's on there apparently.
All right. Oh.
Not that George is using his phone in the gallery, obviously.
No, of course not.
No. Maybe they took it off then, that's why I couldn't find it. Well, I was told it was on there a few days before I tried to find it. It's on Apple Plus. No wonder I couldn't find it.
Well, yeah, that'd be
I thought it was on Disney Plus. How many pluses do we need? Honestly. No wonder people are confused, Michelle.
Oh, absolutely.
Gosh. Yeah, I've got Apple Plus, but I didn't know where I was looking, so I didn't have a look at it. Oh, I'll watch that now when I get home. Lovely. Disney Plus, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I take back your search function. It obviously works fine. But actually, no. You know what? No, I'm going to take that back because Mary Reno says I have Disney Plus and I can't find anything ever either. Obviously, my thoughts on Disney Plus are not that of Craft's Companion and its shareholders, is what I would say. It's my personal view. Joe, you keep confusing me when you're saying the lovely Lynn, because you named me the lovely Lynn. Now you're calling Linny lovely Lynn too. Ooh. When you say it's the lovely Lynn's birthday on Christmas Day, I thought it's not my birthday. Oh, sorry, lovely Lynn. What are we going to call Lynn then? Maybe we call her Linny McLynn. There we go. How about that?
Oh, yeah. That sounds...
Oh, Patty says, I watched Single All the Way the other day. I really enjoyed it. Love is love, isn't it? Love is love, Patty.
It is.
Mary Reno says, my
absolutely.
family saved up green stamps, and a month or so before they'd open a holiday store where you could trade the green stamps for toys and gifts. We have something similar like that, don't we? Where you pay all year round. You kind of pay into like a catalogue, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then at Christmas, it's all sort of taken care of for you.
It is.
Rosalind's... Was that funny? Why was that funny? It's lost the plot. She's having a sugar crash after those cookies.
So if you saw what I did with those tags, I just brought it in. So those are my two, so I'll take one off and show you. So I've just cut a couple of tags out. I have just scored and folded over there and just attach it to the back. So you're bringing your tags and your bows in together. And then it's just put a beautiful gem. Let me get one of my gems. A huge gem here in the middle. And using your tags, it is just extended your bows for bigger. Do you know what? Sharon came in and showed me how to do that. She said, oh, you could do this. And I thought, do you know what? That's a fabulous idea. So we've literally, so this is for all our little bows in there. And then cutting lots of our tags out. We're going to bob those in that bit there.
Bob them in.
And then this bit's for our twine and our gems. Yep, that sounds good. So should we check on Lynn, see how she's getting on? What do you think?
Let's indeed. Let's go and see. Lynn, I need a new name. We need a nickname for you because lovely Lynn, who is Lynn in Essex, getting very jealous about me using lovely Lynn. So I was going to call you Linny McLynn. Is that all right?
I'm happy with any nickname you want to give me.
Absolutely fabulous. So it is written, so it shall be done. Right, how have you got on then? Have you got a sort of, are you kind of finished? Oh, look at that.
Oh
dear.
My tags have fallen out. Hang on. There we go.
Oh, fabulous.
So we've got bows and tags.
I love it. Have you enjoyed putting it all together?
It's been brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I was a bit worried that I wouldn't get the measurements right for them all to fit in the box. But Michelle's dimensions
all worked out
are
fine.
perfect.
Well, you're going to have to come back and join us another time. It's been fabulous. Also, do you know we haven't met? We haven't met your dog. Are they still nearby? Have they run off now?
No, Teddy, come here. Teddy.
Oh, here he comes.
Teddy.
We always
Teddy.
love a bit of a dog
Teddy.
watch.
Oh, hang on. I might have to blackmail him with sweets. Bear with me 1 second.
We can only blackmail for sweets.
Blackmail him with some sweets. That's fabulous.
No, he's not having
No,
it.
he's not playing.
Oh,
he's
no.
camera shy. That's what it is.
He's not having it. Sorry.
Really, not a problem. It was such a pleasure to have you on the show. I really hope you'll come back and join us again sometime soon.
I will do. Thank you.
Take care. Have a great Christmas if I don't speak to you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Gosh, it's happened. It just happened. We're at that point in the year where I started saying, see you later. Oh, and if I don't see you, have a great Christmas. That was the first time I've said it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
3 weeks today. You know, we start doing it now, don't we? Oh, and if I don't see you, have a good Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's happened.
God.
It's here. Right, let me just take you back through the bows firstly that we've got just here. Your Build-A-Bow, not Build-A-Bear, as we want to keep calling it. So those are available. They're on the show for you. They are fantastic. You can grab those. Don't forget as well the tag dies. If you haven't yet got those, they are available as well. You've got the Magic of Christmas, and you've also got the Winter Forest. And then what we've got here is your vellums as well. That all comes together in the one for you. I think Michelle's pretty much done. What a wonderful craft along, Michelle.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed that. So, but yes, so this big one was made with the tags and the bows. So putting them both together just creates that nice, big, beautiful bow.
It really, really does. How gorgeous. It's at $17.97 or $23.85 if you want to get a hold of those. If you've been crafting along with us, send us your pictures in. We'd love to see them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll share those during that later Craft House show, which is fantastic. Lots of love. Oh, Monica says the new movie on Disney is great. Home Sweet Home Alone, it's called. There you go. And Monica says, I love Disney Plus. I found loads of great things. I wish I could, Monica. I really, really do. Right, I'm going to be back with you at 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast. Myself and Sharon Callis for that Craft House show, which is going to be fantastic. Lots of best ever pricing in there. Loads of different collections available for you on that show as well. We've all got a takeaway coming now, so we're going to go and refuel, and we'll see you back here in 2 hours' time. Take care.